represent all Muslims any more than the Spanish Inquisition represented all Christians, or any more than white supremacist churches throughout the United States represent Christianity. There are nearly 2 billion Muslims on Earth, spread across dozens of cultures, languages, ethnicities, and various political systems. There is no single universal interpretation of Sharia. And frankly, the vast majority of the fear surrounding Sharia in the United States has been fueled by deeply misleading statistics and politically motivated advocacy campaigns designed to get votes, even at the expense of the well-being of the community. For example, anti-Muslim advocates have repeatedly circulated survey data claiming that enormous percentages of American Muslims want to impose Sharia law in the United States. But when you actually examine the wording of those surveys, the claims fall apart immediately. One critique discussed a Heritage Foundation survey that claimed that 39% of Muslims supported the implementation of Sharia law in the United States. But the term implementation was never defined, and probably on purpose. Because if you ask a Muslim whether they support implementing Sharia in their own life, many of them will reasonably interpret that to mean praying regularly, giving generously to charity, following dietary rules, and living according to general Islamic ethics. That is a radically different proposition from asking whether they support replacing the US Constitution with a theocracy. And in fact, the Heritage Foundation survey data has largely been refuted by better design surveys asking whether religion should become a source of American law. Those surveys revealed dramatically lower numbers. And that disparity in the data shouldn't surprise anybody. Because if you asked many Christians whether they wanted biblical morality implemented in America, a lot of them would say yes. And by that, they mean things like being kinder, helping the poor, strengthening families, or encouraging honesty in everyday dealings.